Welcome to another episode of Video Game Reviews, and today we're going to be talking about Battle Princess Madelyn Royal Edition on the Nintendo Switch. And this is going to be a relatively quick episode because, once again, this is going to be one of the few cases in which I'm actually reviewing a game that I did not complete because I didn't care for it that much. But let's talk about why. So as you can see from the visuals almost immediately, this is basically a Ghouls and Ghosts or a Ghosts and Goblins. Let's be nice and call it an homage, a tribute, a ripoff, however you want to phrase that. But that's what it is. And that essentially is my problem with the game. So if you're a Ghosts and Goblins fan, you might actually like this a lot. It looks solid, it sounds solid, it does what it attempts to do really quite well, I think. The problem is I don't like Ghosts and Goblins. I never did. There actually seem to be more people now that like Ghosts and Goblins than I ever knew back in the day, because back in the day the consensus was basically it was cheap and it was hard. It was just a cheap, overly difficult game. I mean, if you take some of the other classic Nintendo difficult old school games like Castlevania or Ninja Gaiden or other games like that that are notoriously difficult, you still have a health bar. And so I know that back in the day, both myself and pretty much everybody that I knew at the time, you gave Ghosts and Goblins a shot because it looked kind of interesting. But as soon as you discovered that it was 2 hits and you're dead, that pretty much did it for most people. Now, admittedly, I mean, the same is kind of true for Super Mario Brothers, and that's a great game. The difference is the difficulty is crazy here, and with Ghosts and Goblins. And so it really feels like a life bar is in order, and not two hits and you're dead. Super Mario Brothers is a much easier game, and so 2 hits and you're dead is really not the problem there that it is here. So that's really my piece, man. That's mostly what I wanted to say about this game. So I guess at this point I'll just provide commentary on the video unless I think of something else. Yeah, so there are 2 game modes. There's the original mode, or whatever it's called, arcade mode, where you play as the title character, Battle Princess Madelyn, and then there's an alternate game mode called King Daddy mode, and that's what you're seeing here, which is where you play as Madelyn's father, and he does not have a projectile, as if the game wasn't hard enough. You have to, as far as I can tell, you have to try to beat the game with only a short-ranged weapon. And no armor with him, I think. I can't remember, to be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, like, look, it looks really solid and everything. I do like the graphics. I like the dark theme of the game, of course. But the execution, man, I don't like it, and I never have with the Ghosts and Goblins style games, except for there was a 2.5D Ghosts and Goblins on the PSP that I thought was amazing, and I think that fans of the series are kind of hit and miss on that one. But to me, it's the best Ghosts and Goblins game. And if I remember correctly, it was just quite a bit easier, for me at least, than some of the other games in the series. But anyway, so look, that's Battle Princess Madelyn, and basically the final verdict is, if you love some Ghosts and Goblins, then have at it, by all means, go for it. However, if you're like me and you always found those games just a little too difficult to actually enjoy, then I would say avoid. Like, definitely avoid this game. Like, not even on a sale, I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, well look, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.